Good morning, YouTube. Madam Roy back. Well, today is the day. This is the video of the 1955 Chevy 210. This is the third car I've done of my dad's so far. And this is going to be an in-depth review and a tour of the car. First we'll do a quick walk around. You can see this car is a dark green. And my dad had this custom pinstriping done. The name of this car is Dream Lover, like the old song from the 50s. See, a pinstripe goes down the side too. Nice wheels on this. He just detailed these wheels a few weeks ago. And there's the classic Chevy emblem in the shape of a jet. And the pinstriping goes right down to the front. Go ahead and take a look at the engine. The engine is a 468, which totals a 454 bored out. You can see he's done quite a bit of work under here. Everything's been painted up nicely. It's got a top-of-the-line air cleaner. Nice head covers there. And as you can see, the previous owner even painted the fender inside walls here a nice silver color, so it looks really nice and tidy underneath the engine compartment. Let's go ahead and take a look inside. Inside it has a customized interior. It's grayish color, nice cloth. We have regular door handle, manual windows, and this crank here controls the wind wing. Just like that. Inside you have plenty of room. Typical 1950s style dash. It's had some customizations done on it. This is all custom metalwork here. The original cluster here, if I can get a good picture of it, none of this works anymore. It's all been disconnected. The speedometer, the temperature, and the gasoline, because you can actually figure out how fast you're going by the tachometer that was put here. So none of that's really necessary. Have your lights, just like a modern car. Windshield wiper switch right there. This is a really neat feature. This is the ignition. Now with this car, you don't actually have to have the key to start it. As long as it's not in the lock position, you can just take your finger and turn it on and start it if you want. This car has had a few upgrades put into it. As you can see, this is where the gauges are. Right now, this is the oil pressure in PSI, temperature, got the voltage there, and the gas gauge at the end. In the middle, this actually has a vintage looking radio put in. They sell these online at various websites. I think this one the previous owner got off of eBay. It's just an AM/FM cassette player. As you can see, it fits the car. Now, one really nice thing this car had added to it was air conditioning. There's a company called Vintage Air that will actually sell you a kit to install. And what's nice about it is it just installs over the original control, so there's nothing added on, everything looks 100% original. And for the most part it is. The kit also includes this vent here in the middle with the 2 air ducts for passenger and driver. One at the end there just for the passenger. And then one over here for the driver. And of course everything underneath the hood as well to get it working. Only few things my dad has done to this car. He actually put in this new steering wheel and column. The previous owner had one that went out, I kid you not, to about, I'd say about here. And it was very awkward. It wasn't even centered, so it was very hard to drive. This one's much more, is much easier, and it's pretty much original to what the car would have had. Original owner decided to, this was actually originally, I believe, a column shifter, but when they changed out the engine, he put in a floor shifter. And this does look like a stick shift, but it's not. It's actually a automatic, just a automatic floor shifter. It's really easy to use too. As you can see, this is the rest of the interior. Very nice cloth seats. The person that had this before my dad, they did a frame-off restoration of this car, and they did a really good job. They didn't really skimp on anything. And you can see the back here. Dome light does not work, and that's just because the bulb's out right now. Here's the back seat of this car. Fairly roomy, as you can see. And there's 2 speakers up there in the back, if you guys can see that. And the 2 front speakers, they actually put right there and right there. This used to be for ventilation, but because you have air conditioning in it now, is really not necessary. Originally, this knob here you would have pulled and would open a vent here, so when you were driving it on a hot day, you would get a lot of air rushing in, and basically your bottom half would be cool. And then the wind wing back then would have taken care of your top half. Well, let's go ahead and try and start this car real quick. She runs perfectly. A nice rumble to it. I'm going to get my dad to give it a few revs. Alright, and we'll go ahead and do the same thing with the exhaust. Keep going. Okay, and we can't rev it too much because of the neighbors. And of course this car, I'll go ahead and shut it off. This car still has a lot of its original features. Got an original Chevrolet plaque right there. One other thing that has been replaced on here is the carpet recently. They decided to go with this nice plush, just a black color carpet. And around here that's really good because we get a lot of clay, so it doesn't really show the dirt too much. And so that's about it, everybody. If you like these kind of videos, please like and leave a comment if it's a positive one, please. I will take constructive criticism, but please, nothing that I have to delete off. And have a good day, everybody.